Kamala! Kamala! In the heart of Seoul, one flower can hide a blade. One single glance can start a war. This is a city where the neon doesn't forgive mistakes, and the shadows never forget a face. And for a woman trying to outrun her ghosts, every silence feels like a loaded chamber. The scent of fresh rain and crushed petals always smells exactly like gunpowder. Kamala adjusted the last arrangement, her hands steady, betraying none of the tension coiling in her spine. 3 years ago, she was Interpol's sharpest operative. That was before a botched sting in Vienna, before she watched her partner bleed out on a marble floor because the agency traded his life for a political favor. Now she was just a florist, simple dresses, quiet smiles. But beneath the counter, taped next to the pruning shears, was a loaded Glock 19. She never stopped scanning the room. Tonight's order wasn't a celebration, it was a summons. 24 black roses for a private penthouse party overlooking the Han River. The client was the Dragon Clan, the syndicate that ruled Seoul's underworld with iron fists and silent blades. Kamala knew the risk. Her old handler had been trying to pull her back into the shadows for months. This delivery was her ticket deep behind enemy lines. She delivered them herself, weaving through a crowd of politicians and killers who didn't even notice the girl holding the flowers. She found him on the balcony, away from the noise. Yong Sun, the heir to the empire. He stood with his back to the city, wearing a sharp, dark suit, the faint, violent ink of a dragon tattoo peeking from his crisp white cuff. He accepted the flowers without a word, but his dark, assessing gaze locked onto her, stripping away her camouflage in an instant.
You chose black roses. Bold choice for a florist.
They suit the occasion.
For a fleeting moment, the Mafia heir looked entirely human. The weight of his dynasty was visible in his posture. He spoke of a life mapped out in blood before he could even walk. Kamala gave him fragments of her own bruised past, a careful blend of truth and lies. The air between them grew heavy, thick with a dangerous electric pull. It was the lethal chemistry of two predators recognizing each other in the dark. Before we reveal how this digital trap begins to close, we want to hear from you. We are building a global community here at Blood and Roses Chronicles, and we want to know exactly where in the world you are witnessing this dangerous dance unfold. Drop your city or country in the comments below. We love seeing how far these stories of survival reach. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button to join the fold. Now, back to the shadows. Viewers expect a kiss, a surrender to the night. Instead, Yong Sun's expression hardened into pure ice. Yong Sun said in a cold and lethal voice, "You delivered the wrong message." The black roses weren't a decoration. They were a coded warning from the rival Black Lotus clan, signaling a hit. Kamala's cover was cracking in real time. One of his lieutenants had already flagged her face in the lobby. She hadn't come for him. She came to collect evidence to clear her own name. But now, the predator had just locked the cage. The card inside reads in elegant, jagged script, "The next bloom will be yours." If that final glimpse of Kamala, bleeding her old life into the new, sent a chill down your spine, then click that like button right now. Subscribe to Blood and Roses Chronicles to join our community for more cinematic journeys into the shadows. Drop a comment below. Who is playing who in this deadly game? Remember, the world might see someone quiet or broken when they look at you today, but never forget, you hold a signal that can change everything. See you in part 2.